This episode of A Fighting Life has been brought to you by Title MMA.
I was on top of the world, like 2009, I was ranked top 10 in the world. I lost 2 fights in a row with Zuffa. I got cut from that organization, and then my first fight outside of that organization, I lost a split decision, and I had lost 3 fights in a row at that point in my career, and I had never lost 1 fight in a row. I was cut, I had a baby on the way, I didn't have a job. I was contemplating retirement. My stepmom, believe it or not, like, she's not real big into fighting, but she was the one that really pushed me over the edge. She was like, you know, your goal was to be a world champion, and she wanted me to see my goal through. Hearing it from her, who was like, never cared about fighting, really pushed me over my edge. I was like, man, maybe she's right. I need to see my goal through. I learned a lot about myself. I learned that I'm not a quitter. I learned that I can deal with adversity. I learned how bad that I love fighting. Thinking about losing fighting made me really realize how much I love fighting and how much I didn't want to lose fighting. And that drove me to keep winning. That drove me like, man, because I'm getting older, you know, losing fights. I'm like, man, if I lose, you might have to retire. So every fight for me since then has been like, your back's against the wall. You lose, you're done. And that's how I'm going to have my mentality the rest of my career. This fight that I got coming up, my back's against the wall. If I lose, my career could be over. That's how I want to fight. I want to fight like it's my last fight. What drives me is family. Wanting to be a good father, wanting to be a good husband, wanting to be a good coach, wanting to be a good brother. My brother, Ryan Terrell Cobbins, he came up missing October 24th, 2013. I went and filed a police report. We went 2 or 3 months not knowing anything. Found out on January 1st, 2014, that they found his body in an abandoned house. He was murdered, kidnapped and murdered from a place that he normally got his hair done at. I definitely still feel him. I felt like my last fight, I felt him when I was in the cage. I got in some tough moments. I got a broken jaw in my last fight. I got knocked down like 2 or 3 times. It'd have been hard to overcome that without him, so I think he was there. It's inspiration in everything I do. To honor him for his kids, whether that's done through fighting, whether that's done through my everyday life. However I get it done, that's what I'm gonna do. My name is L.C. Davis. I'm on an unstoppable mission. I'm coming for that world title.